Family, what is good? We at week 9 of the NFL. Week 9. Week 9. Just so short time ago, we was at week 1. We already in the second half of the season. Now we at week 9. Let me give you my picks for week 9 of the NFL. Of course, San Francisco's playing Arizona right now. You think for 1 second I'm going to take Arizona? You're fucking bugging. Anyway, that's San Fran. I don't even need to touch that one. Texans versus Jacksonville. Y'all know how much I love me Deshaun Watson. But I'm going to take Jacksonville. Want to know why? Texans defense is getting worse and worse. They lost J.J. Watt yet again. Torn pectoral muscle. And then you taking the fact that this game is in Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette is second in the NFL in running football. Just under 800 yards. Last game, when they played early this season, division rivals, very close game. Jacksonville got stopped for a 2-point conversion. That's how they lost. And when you take in consideration, Leonard Fournette is not going to be held to 47 yards yet again. Not by that Texans defense. I don't see it coming. Minshew's balling. I think Jacksonville's going to pull up the upset. That's my upset for the week. Next game, Skins versus Buffalo in Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo. I don't even need to explain that any further. I'm taking Buffalo. Vikings at the Chiefs. Now, the simple fact that Patrick Mahomes more than likely is not playing, taking the Chiefs. And Vikings right now is one of the top 5 teams in the sport to me. Kirk Cousins is dealing, and more importantly, that defense is only giving up 16 points a game. And I told y'all, the NFC has so many teams that are loaded top to bottom, including the Vikings. It's all about Kirk Cousins. And the one thing Kansas City, even if they had Mahomes, can't do is stop the run. What is the Vikings doing better individually than anyone else with Daquan Cook? They're running the football. Vikings going to win that game. Next, we have the Jets at 1-6 versus the 0-7 Dolphins. Now, I think you have to ask the question, will we have an undefeated team this year? You also have to ask the question, will it be a winless team? Dolphins still haven't won. Cincinnati still haven't won. I don't think they'll go winless because guess what? You got a couple of other teams that suck just as bad. Just as bad. The Jets being one of them. And the Jets are going to be the one that give the Dolphins their one win this year. Pay attention. Next year's draft, the top 5 teams of each of them going to be 1 win, 2 wins. It's not like the number 1 pick in the draft is going to be a 3-13 team. No, the number 1 is going to be 1-15, then another 1-15, then a 2-14. That's how bad some of the teams are this year. I think you have to ask the question. Also, will New England go undefeated? That's a whole nother topic for a different day. Miami will get their first win of the year, finally, against the sorry-ass Jets, with everything they did this week. The way they disrespected Jamal Adams. Yes, they did. Just a poorly run franchise. Point blank, period. They've always been the drama kings in New York. And you're going to see them get their ass kicked in Miami. You heard it here first. Chicago versus Philly. Now, this could be a game that Philly doesn't seem to handle prosperity very well. They really don't. This is why I want to pick Chicago, even though Chicago should have won last week if they made that extra kick. But the problem is that I love their defense. Y'all know I love their defense. The problem with Chicago is this. Could this be the week that Matt Nagy and Trubisky, against a not good Eagles secondary, finally get it together? Can this be the week? I don't think it will be. And more importantly, I think Philly has to keep pace with the Cowboys. The Cowboys are a game up, and on top of one of the game up being the game they beat them head to head. They have to keep pace with the Cowboys. I'm taking Philly. Colts at the Steelers. Now, I would entertain the Steelers. I really would. But the fact that they're playing not a backup but a third string quarterback, and the Colts top to bottom are a damn good football team. If they want to be considered a serious Super Bowl contender, Yes, this game is against the road. Yes, Pittsburgh can rush the quarterback. This is the kind of game that you have to take care of. You got to go in there and take care of business. This is like in basketball when you're up 3-0. Take care of business and sweep them motherfuckers. Nothing to talk about. Indianapolis, this is a team you should beat. I don't care if it's on the road. Go there and take care of business. You want people to take you seriously, you need to take care of business. You did it last week against an inferior team. Do it this week. Take care of business against Pittsburgh. I'm taking Indy. Titans versus the Panthers. Titans versus Panthers. Titans won the last two games with Ryan Tannehill, even though they shouldn't have won last week against the Chargers, but they got the win. They got the win. Then you got the Panthers, who, Kyle Allen was brought down to life. I had a feeling that their defense would do some good things against Jimmy G, but the fact that, they turn the ball over, give him short field, and then Kyle Shanahan's doing a great job. The problem is those two wins with Tennessee have been on the road, been at home. This one's on the road. I'm taking Tennessee for this one because I like both defenses. I'm taking Tennessee for this reasoning. They're Carolina's gonna need more reasoning to put Cam in. I think they should put Cam in regardless. I think he's earned that much, even though I like what Kyle Allen is doing. But another loss will seal it. Put Cam back in the game. Tennessee has a good defense. Ryan Tannehill isn't making the mistakes that Marcus Mariota is making. Tennessee, you'll get the W. Now the toughest game for me to pick this week, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, is Lions and Raiders. The toughest game for me to pick this week. The Lions are such an enigma team. They're loaded top to bottom, but they're capable of beating anybody, being competitive with anybody, but also losing to everybody. It's such an enigma. Then you got the Raiders, who are capable of beating anybody, but they're capable of getting the shit beat out of them by anybody, like 50-0, like you saw in the second half against Green Bay. Yes, it was against Aaron Rodgers, but like I said, both teams are kind of enigmas. Now, it's good to see Oakland be that because this is so much better than what we expected it was going to be. Two enigma teams. Two enigma teams. I'm leaning towards Oakland. I'm leaning towards Oakland on this one. I'm going to take the Raiders. Now you got the Bucks at Seattle. I want to take Seattle. My brain says take Seattle. Everything football-wise takes Seattle. Here's the one thing. Two things that make me question it a little bit. Just to have some objectivity. Seattle does the football a lot. They're really good at it. But the one thing you better not do against Tampa is try to run the football. They have a great run defense, the best in football. Do not try to run the football against them. That's one. Secondly, twice this year, Seattle's record is 6-2. Those two losses, when they played against teams that they should have beat, and those were teams that should have beat at home, and they laid an egg. And this has a feeling that this could be another one of those games. I'm going to put my confidence in Seattle that they get their shit together and not going to piss away another game like this. I'm going to take Seattle over Tampa Bay. The hell with James Winston. I'm done with you. Browns versus the Broncos. You got the Browns, no real drama. Baker Mayfield gets his shit together. Going up against the backup quarterback. Yes, good defense in Denver, but a backup quarterback. You can't beat a backup quarterback. I don't know who shit from him ever. Packers versus Chargers. Chargers find ways to lose. It's just that simple. They find ways to lose. I do not feel confident in them going into the season. So I thought last year would be. And the fact that they moved to the 10 last year, I had no real confidence going into this year. Things that have happened to them, I'm not surprised. I'm rolling with the Packers. Now, Sunday night game, we got the Patriots at Baltimore. Yes, Baltimore's coming off a bye. I'm means you had 2 weeks to prepare. But here's the reason that I have to go New England. For me, it's very, very simple. You have a one-sided football team, Baltimore. They run the football extremely well, but you have a quarterback who doesn't make throws from the pocket. What do you think Bill Belichick's going to do with that secondary? He's going to line up 10 guys at the line of scrimmage and dare you to throw it. Why? Because you want to have all these tight ends in the game and one receiver. You got the best corner in football. Put Gilmore in your one receiver. He may give up one big play or may give up nothing. He may give up nothing. Crowd the line of scrimmage. We will not allow you to run the football. You're going to see a lot of that zero blitz, just the blitz to run. And when it's 3rd and long, then they're going to drop 8 back and, find the holes in the zone. Find the holes in the... They're going to make Lamar Jackson look bad. He's going to have some spectacular runs. When it comes to throwing, they're going to make him look bad. Really bad. The Patriots' offense can get got. But this isn't the typical Baltimore defense to do it. It's not. It's just not. This Baltimore defense isn't as good in previous years, and this Patriot offense, it's pretty average. It's just that they get a lot of short fields from all the turnovers they got because they played some horrible fucking teams who are just pissing the ball away. Now, I don't think Baltimore will be so self-destructive as these other teams have been, but, and people looking at the Browns game last week, but here's the thing. You got to play coverage against the Browns because the Browns got targets. You're double covering. Even with Gilmore, you're double covering Odell. There's nobody on Baltimore you need to double cover. Nobody. That's why you're paying Gilmore all that money. Put him on Brown and on whoever the fuck you want to put out there. Put him on. You want to throw the tight ends? Put Gilmore on the tight end. There's no one on the outside that's going to scare the Patriots. Nobody. They're going to dare Jackson to throw the ball. They're going to keep their lanes, keep their rush lanes, keep him in the pocket. He may have a good run or two. After that, it's quiet. Quiet. Patriots over the Ravens. Last but not least, we have the Cowboys and my Giants. I expect this game to be more competitive than the first week 1. Hell of a lot more competitive. But, end of the day, I expect Dallas defense to make some plays because, case in point, Nate Solder has been one of the worst tackles in the league this year. You're going up against Robert Quinn, who has 6 sacks. I hate to say it, but I'm predicting Robert Quinn will have 2 sacks against Nate Solder. It's my boys. I hope I'm wrong, but shit. But furthermore, I expect Saquon to finally have a breakout game. He has not had a breakout game yet this year. Couldn't really have it so much in week 1. The game got out of hand. They didn't overuse him. I respect that. But this game's not going to get out of hand. And I think they'll be able to run the football on Dallas. And you have a quarterback that you clearly now have more confidence in. It'll be a much better football game. It'll be a tight game. But Dallas will still get the win. It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. Y'all know what it is. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you feel. Shout out to my bros, real fans, real talk. Thank you for that. Holla at your boy. It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.